Ron DeSantis continues to justify killing people. You know, he was talking about slitting throats if he becomes president, and now he's talking about shooting people. Seriously. On the CBS Evening News Tuesday night, last night, he said, when somebody's got a backpack on and they're breaking through the wall, you know, that's hostile intent. You have every right to take action under those circumstances. And guess what? You do that a few times, the times are changing. They will have to respond to that. Right, just kill a few people for the deadly crime of trying to come into our country. I get it that the Saudis are doing this. It was the Saudis, wasn't it? Or was it the Syrians? No, it was the Saudis. They I believe, one of those Middle Eastern countries just very recently was shooting at and killing people who were trying to cross their border, trying to immigrate into their country. During a recent teletown hall with supporters, DeSantis said the American government is, quote, entitled to render at least some illegal crossers, quote, stone cold dead. And among the things he said, I'm the only one who's willing to send the military to the border and to use deadly force against the Mexican drug cartels. We're entitled to do it. Yeah, right. You know, drug cartels, yeah. Go after them with soldiers and police and whatever you've got. But killing a few immigrants just to make a point, I thought that taking mothers, tearing babies from mothers, and then trafficking them into these so-called Christian adoption services that were just child trafficking operations. I mean, where's QAnon when you need them, right? I mean, there's 1,000 of these children who are still missing, that Donald Trump and Betsy DeVos and buddies trafficked into this system. It's incredible. Actually, Betsy DeVos was the education. I think she just supported some of these so-called charities. Meanwhile, Elizabeth Warren wants to know what the hell is up with Elon Musk doing U.S. foreign policy. The Logan Act specifically says it is a felony, a crime, for any American to engage in foreign policy discussions with leaders of foreign countries. And Elon Musk has been talking to Vladimir Putin, and as a result of those conversations, he's been shutting down Starlink. Malcolm Nance this morning was, in his Substack newsletter, was talking about how last night there was a 3-hour outage over Ukraine of Starlink. Now, apparently it was much larger than just Ukraine, but still. But she's calling for a probe into this, going, what's going on? She says, Congress needs to investigate what happened here and whether we have adequate tools to make sure the foreign policy is conducted by the government and not by one billionaire. What I want to know is why a private corporation has been, I mean, you know, Musk's business, his whole shoot satellites into space business is subsidized by us with our tax dollars. We're subsidizing it. You know, from the launch centers to actual, you know, cash checks we write to him. Why are we not doing this ourselves? Why is the U.S. government, you know, I obviously the barn door, the horse is out, right? So the thing to do, I would say, is for the U.S. government to go to Elon Musk and say, you know, we want to buy this from you. It would be a great investment, actually. Whether he'd sell it or not is a whole other thing. It's 27 minutes past the hour. What's on your mind today? I'll pick up your calls on the other side of this break. It's your media support group for We the People, the Thom Hartmann Program. Stay with us.